So what exactly is a line plot? Well, a line plot is a type of a graph, and it shows the frequency or how often of measurements along a number line. For example, here I have my number line, and I'm showing sixths, 1/6, 2/6. Now 2/6 I can simplify to 1/3. 3/6, which simplifies to 1/2. 4/6 simplifies to 2/3, 5/6, and 6/6, which is the whole thing. And here I say that I have represented by using x's whatever I am talking about, or the units of measurement that I'm talking about. I have 1/6. I have 1, 2, 3, 3 of the 2/6. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 3/6. I have 2 of the 4/6, 1 of the 5/6, and 1 of the 6/6. So let's look at an example of how I would use this to answer some questions. All right, in this example, Mrs. Riggs' class conducted an experiment that involved evaporating water. Now each student was asked to measure the amount of water that was left in their 1-cup container after some had evaporated. So they obviously had a cup of water, and they let it sit and over time evaporate, and then they measured how much water was left in their cup. So let's see. The students who had 1/4 of a cup of water left in, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students who had 1/4 of a cup left. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 students who had 1/2 of a cup. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 students who had 3/4 of a cup. All right, so let's answer some questions. How many students collected water? Well, I need to know total how many students there were. So I need to count how many X's. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there were 22 students. Next, it says, how many students had 3/4 of a cup of water left? So I go to my 3/4, and there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 students who had 3/4 of a cup left. My next question says, if all the water left in the cups was combined and then redistributed evenly among the students, how much would each student now have? Now, what this means, if I took all the water that was left in all of these cups, and let's say I poured all that water back into a pitcher, and I took that pitcher of water, and I said, okay, guys, let's share this water, and we want everyone now to have the same amount of water in their cups. So, these boys and girls who only had 1/4 of a cup, they kind of feel, I don't have very much left. And these boys and girls who have 3/4 of a cup, they have quite a bit left. So the teacher wants to take all the water out of all of the 22 cups, out of all of these cups, pour them back into a pitcher, and re-pour the water so that everyone has the same amount. So if I take all my water and I put it back together, when I put all my stuff back together, I add. So I'm going to take all of these numbers and I'm going to add them up. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 1/4. 6 of the 1/4 would mean that I have 6/4. Okay, now the boys and girls who have 1/2 of a cup. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 who have 1/2 of a cup. So 9 of means to multiply. 9 of 1/2. Oh, no, wait a minute. I need my denominator to be a 4. If I had taken this back, isn't that 1/2 the same thing as 2/4? 2/4 is, let's look at that. 2/4 is the same thing as 1/2, isn't it? Sure it is. And I have 9 of those. So times 9. If you remember my multiplication, I simply would say 2 times 9 is 18, 18 fourths, okay? So I have 18 fourths. Erase that. So I have 18 fourths. I'm not sure where my plus sign just went. 18 fourths. And now I need to look at my 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 of the 3/4. So I need 7 of means times the 3/4, which means I have 21 fourths. Okay, so let's add those together. 21 fourths. Okay, so now that I have those, I need to add them all up. My denominator is a 4. 6 and 18 is 24. 24 and 21 is 45. 45 fourths. But I need to redistribute it or divide it amongst my 22 students. So I have 45 fourths that I'm going to divide by 22. So let's go up here and get some space up here. 45 fourths divided by 22. And 22 wholes is 22 over 1. Now remember with division that in order to divide a fraction, I've got to do the opposite. So I'm going to flip it, or I'm going to find the reciprocal. And when I do that, I have to multiply. So now I'm going to have 45 fourths times 1 over 22 equals 45 88. And can I simplify that? Not by 2s, 3s. I think that's my answer. So my final answer would be 45 88.